Gotta go.
If you want me to drive you, we gotta go now.
No, Dad, I'll walk.
Personal chauffeur going once.
It's okay.
Seriously, Dad, walking would have been fine.
Breaking news, Spider-Man saves the day again.
Spider-Man. This guy swings in once a day, zip, zap, zop, and answers the phone.
Dad,
Accountability.
speed up. I know
with
these
great
kids.
ability.
Miles, man, you get arrested?
Gosh, don't cops run red lights?
Well, yes, some do. But, not your dad.
In your universe, there's only one Spider-Man. But there is another universe. It looks and sounds like yours, but it's not. My name's Miles Morales.
Hey, kid. You're like me.
How?
I knew my day would come around this time.
I know it's complicated.
Just had to keep my soul and free my mind.
You want to know what happened to you? I can teach you to be Spider-Man. I love this burger. So delicious. One of the best burgers I've ever had. You have money, right? I'm not very liquid right now.
I think you're gonna be a bad teacher. How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person. One thing I know for sure, don't do it like me. Do it like you.
Brooklyn!
Gonna stop us now. Hey, I'm all in. I ain't worried about a loss or a new friend. Never worried about a fraud or a new bitch. Lost love, I ain't worried about a process.
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Hands up! Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great. I love you, Miles.
Yeah, I know, Dad.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I want to hear it.
You want to hear me say it?
I love you, Dad.
You're dropping me off out of school?
I love you, Dad.
Look at this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
That's a copy.
Time to swing, just like I taught you.
When did you teach me that?
I didn't. It's a little joke for team building.
Hey guys,
Okay, who are you?
I'm Gwen Stacy.
Come on.
How many more spider people are there?
Save it for Comic-Con.
What's coming?
Let's go!
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. We got a whole bunch of new Spider-Man to break down. If you're finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. There's a new round of that Infinity War DVD giveaway going on. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. We found out we're getting Spider-Gwen, we found out we're getting Kingpin, Ultimate Goblin, and a bunch of the voice actors were confirmed. So the first big thing, Jake Johnson is playing Peter Parker. You can see he's an older version of the character. There's actually a really cool Easter egg when he's looking at his suits here. This one here on the right is from Secret War in 2004, not to be confused with Secret Wars, which we've been talking about relative to Infinity War in the live-action universe. Secret War was sort of like a Captain America, smaller Avengers team-up, where they went to battle Lucia von Bardas, who had taken over for Doctor Doom, who had been trapped in Hell. So it was sort of like a smaller version of Secret Wars within Latveria. The one on the left is the Electro-proof suit. It does exactly what it sounds like. It's built for fighting villains like Electro. Most of you probably know a version of Miles Morales' origin story. He got the same spider bite that Peter got, but it was from a spider that his uncle had boosted from a special lab. His uncle is the Prowler who shows up during the trailer fighting Spider-Man. The thing is they show you a lot of Spider-Man fighting some of these villains, like he saves Miles from the Ultimate Goblin. But most of you know the rest of Miles' origin story is that he's only inspired to put on the costume after Peter gets killed by the Ultimate Goblin, so then Miles goes up against Ultimate Goblin and ultimately takes him down. But they haven't confirmed who's playing Ultimate Goblin. I don't know if it's going to be Norman Osborn or if they've changed it. I don't know why they would change that from the comics, but they've only confirmed that Liev Schreiber is playing the Kingpin. We saw a whole bunch of Fisk name drops in the last trailer, so this just confirms that he actually shows up during the trailer. We see at least at the beginning of the story, Miles' father is still alive. He's deceased during most of the story. He's just being raised by his mother and kind of his uncle, but his uncle's a criminal as the Prowler, so obviously he winds up having to take him down. So you do see him chasing him through the trailer. He talks about different worlds, so I'm wondering how crazy they are going to get with genuine Spider-Verse, because Spider-Verse is like a multiversal story, so I think because this is animated, they can have a little more fun with it, and it sounds like based on the narration from Jake Johnson's Peter Parker, he's been Spider-Man for a long time, had a lot of adventures with the Avengers, But because he says he doesn't have any cash and he kind of seems like he's on his own, like I'm not expecting all the other Avengers to pop up in this. I'm just wondering what his timeline is in this universe, if they're just doing genuine Ultimates universe continuity. But because a lot of the characters that are dead when Miles becomes Spider-Man in the comics are alive in this trailer, I'm wondering if they're going to compress the timeline and he'll learn from Spider-Man, he'll meet Spider-Gwen and learn about the Spider-Verse. Then Peter dies, then his father dies, and that sort of serves as Miles' big call to action, like I have to make my neighborhood better and become the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man of his area of town. The cool thing about this dropping at Christmas is that they'll have finished filming the live-action Spider-Man Homecoming 2 movie, so I'm hoping that they attach the first teaser for that to this. But I know there's the big question about them marketing the next Spider-Man movie while he's still supposed to be dead during Avengers Infinity War. But because we'll have already gotten the Captain Marvel teaser, I'm hoping that they will have already said what the title for Avengers 4 is way before we ever get to December, so that we'll have an idea for what's going on, and it makes it a little bit easier for Sony to market the next Spider-Man movie, because that's all on them. Like, Sony decides how they're going to drop that Spider-Man trailer. Marvel is doing all their Avengers 4 stuff, two completely separate entities when it comes to marketing the films. A lot of you've asked me about the rumor that the title is going to be Spider-Man Field Trip. It's totally possible. I mean, that does sound legit, but it's not quite as clicky as I would expect a Spider-Man movie title to be, so I wouldn't be surprised if they change it to something a little bit different, but it'll be Spider-Man subtitle. It won't be Spider-Man 2. But just let me know in the comments what you think of this so far, and the fact that if they're doing Spider-Gwen, where you want them to take it next. The only Spider-Man I'm not expecting to see would be like the Iron Spider version, just because they're doing that in the live-action movies right now, and I don't think they want to step on each other's toes. But I think part of the idea is in success, I mean, if this movie does well, they will continue to do sequels and you'll just build out into the larger Spider-Verse. So you'll deal with bigger villains. They could work their way up to more Lund because he's a genuine multiversal villain, but obviously they're going to start with the initial big Ultimate Spider-Man villains. So Ultimate Goblin, Kingpin, really good places to start. What'll happen is there's supposed to be a How to Train Your Dragon 3 trailer later today, so if I have time I'll do a video for that, but I also have an Avengers 4 video that I'm working on too for special new artwork. How funny is it though that Spider-Gwen is Haley Steinfeld, who we just got done watching in the Bumblebee trailer. Click here for that, and click here for more new Avengers. Thank you so much for watching, everybody stay awesome, I'll see you guys tonight.